I have never had a 9 to 5 job in my entire life. And that is not because I couldn't do that, it's because I did not want to. That's right. Very early on, as a child, I saw the idea of living inside of a rigid system of timelines, trading most of my life for someone else's business, and the illusion of certainty was not going to cut it. So, as you can imagine, I've had a few experiences here and there. And at one point, I actually was living in the redwoods and I was growing cannabis for 10 years, aka otherwise known as marijuana. Yes, that was a part of my journey. More about that another time. Anyway, it was quiet, it was slow, and I was deeply connected to nature, which is something that I have found and learned that it's one of the most important things in my life. So, yes, when you have more time for yourself, you learn more about yourself. And I believe this is incredibly important. But most of humanity is working against a selfish plan for a few to dominate the many. So I'm really glad I realized long ago that my way in life is to work for myself. And that hasn't always been stable. And yes, uncertainty can still be anxiety producing for me at times. But even so, it feels far more aligned with who I am than living inside a rigid system that pretends to that it is predictable. I learned early on how to live with the unknown. We had our basic needs met, but we moved almost every year. Yes, by the time I was 13, I had lived in 13 different houses. That was really chaotic. And there wasn't a strong sense of what was coming next. So it's only makes sense that this is how my life is now. Uncertainty became familiar. And instead of breaking me, it taught me how to adapt, how to stay flexible, and how to trust myself. And what I'm really wondering now is, isn't it time we normalize this way of living? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not the only one out here living like this, because the truth is, we don't actually know what's going to happen from one day to the next. And when we pretend our lives are fully figured out with years of work neatly lined up, retirement plans in place, and pictures of how life is supposed to look, I think it cuts us off from the most important thing we have, the present moment, and being alive, being fully alive and aware in that present moment and open to the unlimited possibilities that are always available when we stop clinging to certainty.